Good morning. I am Mithra Williams with Virtual Village Church, and I am excited to announce that I am at the General Conference of Seventh-day Adventists 2022. Today is day 2 of the session, and as you can see behind me, they are in progress. They are currently talking about the Executive Secretary's report. So much is going to be happening during this week, but more importantly, we are praying that the Spirit of God will be in this place so that His church can move forward. Now, you may already notice that it's not full like it has been in times past. Well, the pandemic has taught us one very important lesson, that we can do church, we can do ministry in a variety of forms. That actually is the reason why Virtual Village Church is so relevant today. People know that they can worship online, so even if they're not here, they can still participate and be active in moving forward the church of God. Let's take a listen.
Nurses, health workers that are working in these facilities. This is my humble question.
Hospitals and the percentage of Adventist doctors and nurses, I think it's well known that that percentage is generally very low. There are some divisions where the percentages are higher, there are some where it's lower, but I think that's...
Right, I am here with one more person who has decided to come to General Conference 2022. Good morning, sir. Can you please tell me your name and where you're from?
Good morning. My name is Noel Schultz. I'm from the Guyana Conference in South America, Guyana, South America.
Well, we know that Guyana is in the house strong today. You are not the first person that I've spoken with. So good to talk to you. And you said your first name is Brother Noel? Yes. Okay, all right. So have you attended General Conference in the past, or is this your first time?
My first time.
Your first time. Okay, wonderful. So how have you enjoyed it so far?
It's been good. It's been good, yeah.
Okay. Have you had a chance to meet many people?
A few.
Okay. All right. So now, this is not my first time. I have actually attended before, and there were it was swarming with people. But obviously, as we can tell from you wearing your mask, we're in a pandemic, and so it has really made a difference in how we are doing church. So what do you think the outcome will be moving forward as it relates to events like these? Not just the General Conference, but gatherings like this. What do you think this is something that will go back to normal, or do you think this is a new normal?
I see it as a new normal. In one sense, there's an advantage where persons can be part of, and you don't have to move across great distances to be there. In another sense, it can be a bit limiting, but I think there's more advantage than limiting to it. I think it has opened up for us as a church, as an organization. More of our people can be part of. Before now, previous General Conference session, I would have just heard about it back in Guyana, and you get all the results after. But this General Conference session, persons at home, all over the world, can be part of it by connecting virtually.
Okay. So last question before I let you go. What made you decide to come to this session of all the times? Why this one? Why now?
Well, for me, I was chosen to come.
So are you a delegate?
I'm not a delegate. I'm an invited guest.
Okay, that works too.
Yes. So I'm part of a team that came from the Guyana Conference.
Okay.
And I'm happy for the opportunity to be here.
Well, we are glad that you're here, and thank you so much for letting me just steal a few minutes of your time. May God bless you as you go throughout the week, and may He bless us all as we experience this together. All right, I am back with Virtual Village Church, and this afternoon I have the pleasure of talking to Sister Alva. Sister Alva, can you tell us where you are from?
I'm from Mexico, Montemorelos University.
Awesome. And now, is this your first time at General Conference?
No, I have been in other general conferences.
So I'm curious, all right, so you say you've been here before, so how different is the experience this time to times that have gone by?
It's different because we don't see too many people, but this is wonderful, it's beautiful, the activities is going perfect.
Awesome. That's wonderful. So, are you here with a group? Are you a delegate? What is your role? Are you just an invited guest?
As invited guest.
Okay.
My husband is coming with me.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now, what about, you said you're from Mexico. Are there many others that are here as well, to your knowledge?
Yes, a lot. I think that the Inter-American Division is the biggest delegation.
Okay, well, that is good to know. Well, you know what? It is always a blessing when we're able to come and gather in person. What do you think is the future of our World Church sessions because of the pandemic? Do you think that we will be able to recover from this and kind of go back to our regular gathering? What do you, in your opinion, what do you think is going to happen in the future? I know you don't really know that, but what do you think?
I think it's going to be a new experience. I think they are learning to do a lot of things different and are good. Many people is having the activity or is attending the activity from their houses, offices, and I think it's good because many people can be in the activity even though they cannot come to the United States, and it's good for them and to participate in this way.
Well, you know what, I agree with you, and as I said, that is why, as I'm from with Virtual Village Church, and that is why we're just talking to people like you, so that people who could not come here can kind of get a pulse, because this is really called Pulse of the People, and so by talking to you, we won't get this inside. We'll only get this from people like you. So again, thank you, Miss Alva, right? Alva, let me say her name right. But thank you so much for taking a few moments to share with us, and may God bless you as you experience General Conference 2022. Thank you. All right, I have had the opportunity to stop another guest, and I am excited to introduce. Can you tell us who you are, sir?
Sure. My name is Dr. Richard Nelson. I'm the chair of the health department at a graduate institution in the Philippines. It's a general conference graduate institution called the Adventist International Institute of Advanced Studies. I'm also their vice president. I'm here attending the general conference.
Awesome. Now, okay, so with that title, are you here in a working capacity?
Yes, I'm here to share about the global resource for graduate education, both online and face-to-face, that we operate in the most interesting place in the Philippines, but it's open to everybody worldwide.
Wow, you know what, I'm fascinated, and just as a sidebar, I actually have a relative who is Filipino, so just a little fun fact. So I know you're not a novice to General Conference, correct?
I first came to General Conference, I think, when I was 6 years old. This is my smallest General Conference to attend. We used to have a big globe we would go to, and people from all over the world would come, and it was quite an event. And I cherish those memories. I know we'll have those again in the future. The pandemic has changed the world, and I'm just glad so many can attend virtually as well.
You know what, and so before I let you go, that's actually what I want to ask you about, because as I said, I'm with Virtual Village Church, and this is one of the reasons why we think this is important for people who aren't able to get here. So do you think, in your opinion, do you think we will bounce back from the pandemic? Where do you see the church going in terms of our gathering as a world church?
Not just bounce back, but we're moving forward. We've learned a lot, and our world has changed, and in some ways for the better. Now we are able to use technology so effectively in ministry, in education, in medicine. So I am actually encouraged. I think this has educated us on how we can be more of a global family.
Wow. Well, you know what? I appreciate that. I'm excited. And I just want to say thank you again for stopping by. Thank you for the work that you're doing in the Philippines. We really appreciate it. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. And don't forget, if I can just plug in a little advertisement, our global resource for graduate education, IAS, it is aiias.edu.
Awesome. Thank you again, and God bless. All right, I am with a very special gentleman, and this is his first time at General Conference. I'm so excited. Sir, could you tell me your name?
Oh, my name is Errol Holder, and I'm from Guyana.
Errol Holder from Guyana, and you said that's
That's in South America.
in South America. So you have come a long way. Tell me, sir, why did you choose to come to General Conference?
Well, I always wanted to come to General Conference, but the problem was that I never got a visa before. So now that I have a visa, I decided I'm going to make a special effort to be here.
Awesome. So now I'm going to step out on a limb and say that means that you really care about your church. Am I correct?
Yes, I really care about the church.
Okay. And so what are you hoping to gain from this experience this week at General Conference?
Well, what I'm hoping to gain is that I'm looking at how I can be involved as a missionary for the church. I'm getting a lot of ideas from the various presentations on how that can be done.
You know what, Brother Holder, I really appreciate, and I hope that our viewers will appreciate this too. I appreciate the fact that you came here so that you could learn something that you can do to help the church. I think that's important because a lot of times we're looking for what the church can do for us, but you have that spirit of how can I use what I learn here to benefit others, and I think that's special. Well, listen, I hope that you have a wonderful time while you're here, and please just let us know one thing that you have already experienced since you've been here. We're in day 2. Tell us one thing that you've experienced so far before I let you go.
Well, this is my first day here, so I'm just enjoying the presentation. I'm listening to see what I can gain and what I can apply when I go back to my country and becoming a missionary.
All right, we are back, and as you see, a lot has been happening as I've been talking to different people. Today, right now, they are currently voting the new treasurer for the World Church. So there's a lot that has been happening just this one day. We hope that you will stay tuned every day this week as we bring you live information and reporting and interviews from great people from all around the world. This is the World Church. Stay with us, Virtual Village Church, where you will learn more. God bless.